Hey guys, this is Tony Wisler with Drive. Welcome to Drive Facebook Live. We are here with a very special guest, but before I introduce our guest, I want to introduce another co-host because we always like to co-host the show. So I'm the first or second co-host, and Karla is the first or second co-host. Karla Weiss. Karla Weiss
Hello.
is, hey, Karla Weiss is a very good instructor for me and for Drive. And she's also one of the greatest consultants that Drive has ever had. She runs the top 20 group that we have, which is a phenomenally successful service that we provide here at Drive. And I am honored to have her with me on the show today. Say something, Karla.
Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be here and with you guys today.
That is wonderful. Now, I want to talk about our guest today because our guest is wonderful. She's the owner of Bill's Crestmoor Automotive in Denver, Colorado. She's a Drive Master Workshop instructor. She has an accounting background, and she specializes in our financial workshops. Although, truthfully, she could deliver any workshop because she's a very, very great shop owner. She does have accounting background as well, which makes it wonderful. And she will be delivering Drive's QuickBooks Online Essentials presentation at the expo this year. Everybody listening, we won't be able to hear it, but put your hands together for my good friend, Chris Probst. Hey, Chris.
Yay!
Hi guys, how are you?
I'm great.
Excited to be here as always.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about your new presentation that you're going to be delivering at the expo.
So at the expo, I'm working on a presentation for QuickBooks Online Essentials, which is a new class that I will be instructing coming up. Not sure when it's scheduled, Tony, you'll have to help me out there, or if it's even scheduled yet, but we are going to be doing a QuickBooks Online Essentials for people that are using QuickBooks Online. It's going to cover the chart of accounts, how to link your bank accounts to match up transactions, entering transactions into QuickBooks, and processing payroll.
Very cool. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that the workshop will be delivered, the presentation will be delivered sometime on the 18th, 19th, or 20th. That I know for sure.
Okay.
One
I
of the
will
3 days. So, does anybody can anybody do this, or is just for people that are familiar with QuickBooks?
So anybody can take the class, absolutely, especially if they're looking to get into QuickBooks. The QuickBooks Desktop is being phased out. It's so everybody's getting moved to QuickBooks Online. And I've used QuickBooks Desktop for over 20 years. So that switch for me was a little painful because I'm one of those old dogs, new tricks don't work real well. So, but I am finally fully on to QuickBooks Online. I have developed a affinity for it, I guess I could say. Still like QuickBooks Desktop better, but getting used to QuickBooks Online, navigating it, it is a workable system. And what I really like about QuickBooks Online is that I can access it anywhere. I mean, I can go to Cancun and still access my QuickBooks from the beach. So, you know, and QuickBooks Desktop, I couldn't do that. I had to have Wi-Fi. I had to be able to get into my computer remotely and stuff like that. So QuickBooks Online has made that easier as well.
That's great.
Whoa. What if somebody doesn't know anything about QuickBooks?
Well, then I
They
guess
kind of smelled it but never touch it.
and the QuickBooks Online Essentials class is for them. It will help them navigate it. We're going to get familiar with dashboards. We'll get into the banking area of it. We'll get into the chart of accounts, getting how to set up chart of accounts properly based on Drive's suggested chart of accounts so that we can make sure everything is mapped properly. Entering transactions, doing journal entries, writing a check, entering an expense, those type of things. and processing payroll. I know a lot of shops out there contract their payroll out to different payroll services like Paychex or ADP. But I personally, I process my own payroll. It takes me about 10 minutes when I process payroll, so no big deal. But QuickBooks on the back end, they also have a way to help with taxes and filing all of that too.
Cool.
Now, tell me the story about got you interested in these two seemingly separate specialties. Like, you have a specialty in um, accounting, financial, let's say, and you have a specialty as a automobile repair shop owner. How did those two things come together? What interested you first in getting into the financial side of things?
So when I was in high school, one of the things that came really easy to me was accounting. I took an accounting class in high school. And when I graduated high school, I always thought I'd be an interior designer because I love doing interior design.
Mhm.
Never in a million years would I ever have thought I'd own an automotive repair shop.
She's an
But
artist too, by the way.
and
Ah,
I
there
like
you
to
go.
She
paint
just
and draw
keeps
and do
it
all that
hiding.
too. I do. But I needed a job and a way to make quick, easy money when I got out of high school. So to help get me through college. And I took accounting courses in college as well. But I started working for just a small bookkeeping firm right out of high school. And just because it just comes easy to me. Actually, I was working for Yellow Cab and I
Mm.
started in their cage, just like Louis from Taxi. For the people that old
Danny
enough to know what
Danny
Taxi
DeVito.
is. Danny DeVito, yeah. Yeah. So I started working out in the cage and because the way that cab companies work is drivers come, they rent the cabs or they own them, but they have to pay a service to the cab company. So I started out by reconciling all of that with the drivers as they came in. And then I started running the accounting department at Yellow Cab here in Colorado. And I ran the accounting department there for 7 years before I decided just to come to the shop full time.
Mm.
But it was just something that was quick and easy for me. Accounting, I have the accounting brain. Not everybody has it. Sometimes it's hard to wrap around, but I just have an accounting brain. As far as the shop goes, I never in a million years would I have ever thought that I would own a shop. When I graduated high school and they said, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" I did think I'd be a small business owner, but I thought it'd be interior design. I
Mm.
married into this industry. Bill of Bill's Crestmoor Automotive, that's how he worked for the previous owner for 28 years. We've now owned it for 23 years. So 51 years Bill has been working with our clientele. And just my dad was an old diesel mechanic, so he would teach me how to do brakes on my car and oil changes. It's funny though, because I cannot stand having dirty hands. So like working on cars is like ew. But my shop, I have learned, I mean, full on technician. I'm not an A tech by any means, but I'm a pretty strong B tech. And my hands are the ones that get used if needed in the shop when we're short. But I am really passionate about this industry. I was taken advantage of as a teenager when I was trying to be an adult and have my own car fixed. And I really want to change the stereotypes surrounding the automotive industry. And
Beautiful.
I haven't done it on a grand scale, one car at a time here in Colorado, but I'm trying.
Hey, I love
Excellent.
it.
Jonathan is watching and he has a question for you. He's saying, what version of QuickBooks does one need?
So the version of QuickBooks that one needs depends on the needs of the shop. QuickBooks Online has several different subscription levels that you can subscribe to. There's a basic version, and then there gets to be more thorough versions, or versions where you can cut payroll and you can pay vendors electronically, and you can have QuickBooks do your taxes, and they can help you with other things as well. So it depends on the plan that you're subscribed to. I think the first one is called a QuickBooks Essential Core, maybe. But I am on a program or on a subscription that's it costs more than that. I'm on one of their higher tiered subscriptions because I process all of my taxes out of my shop. I do my own payroll. But QuickBooks helps with their QuickBooks Workforce, which is where my employees can log into to see their pay stubs, to get their W-2, to update their address and stuff like that. So it kind of depends on what your shop needs. If you don't process payroll at your shop, you will not need a subscription like I have. So
Well, there you go.
We
So I have a quick question. Yeah.
we also have Brittany from A&M watching, and Dan Vasquez.
Very nice. Good to see those guys. That's wonderful. I have a question for you. So Karla everybody I think that's watched the show enough knows where a lot of my passions lie. So when I hear Karla say that you're also an artist, the first thing I have to ask, you just have to stop everything and go, what mediums do you work in? Like are you, what you are an artist? Are you a visual artist? Are you a performing? What kind of artist are you?
So I'm definitely not a performing artist. Being in front of people is not my thing.
Only when she teaches.
Only when she teaches and comes on Drive Facebook Live.
That's right. That's
nails
right.
it.
That's right. I like to use, I do a lot of acrylic painting on canvas. I like to do oils as well. I also like to sketch. I like to sketch a lot. Currently, I'm working on eyes and faces. I'm also working into getting into charcoals right now because I like doing charcoals. I am not so much of a creator of like taking a really old bench and making that into something. My daughters, they do that kind of stuff.
Crafts,
But
you mean?
me, it's more so sketchbooks, oil painting, acrylic painting, charcoals. I do a lot of drawing. I like to do creative writing. I've been writing poems since I was young enough to write. I love poetry. So I don't get to do a lot of that because I work a whole lot, but that's kind of my escape. That and my motorcycle are my escapes.
So if anybody say you cannot do numbers and art, they lie to you.
Watercolor,
right.
hey, paint by number. Why not?
Yeah, numbers and art.
It's where the Venn diagram overlaps.
It works.
Absolutely. So, yeah. So now, because of Bob used to be the host of this show. I have to throw it back to him for just a minute. What kind of motorcycle do you have?
I have a 2020 Yamaha Star Venture.
There you go. That's for Bob Spitz, everybody. He wants to know what kind of motorcycle you ride.
And Bob, just so you know, it's got a 1.7 liter engine in it, just like a small Honda. It weighs about 986 pounds.
And she's
gorgeous.
Awesome. Very good. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to ask was, you have a little bit of a slogan that I think is becoming a little, it's almost like a urban myth now going around Drive that you like to have with regard to your financial workshops. Let's hear the slogan.
It says accounting is fun, but it's not math.
So everybody write that down. That's the only, we're going to test you later on that. Accounting is fun and it's not math. So remember that. And that's an important thing to understand because I know a lot of people can be very intimidated by having to face their financial situations in their shop. And this is why I just want to mention to everybody, and I'm sure this is obvious, you already know this is true if you've done any of her workshops. Chris is utterly adored by our client base. So again, Chris, you're such a great instructor. People love you. And I just want to say on behalf of the client base, thank you for being there for us and being a great instructor. Anything else, Karla? Yeah.
Well, it's funny because, well, first of all, Dave Jennerton is watching, so you guys know. But it's funny that you mentioned that that it's not math because, you know, a lot of people when they go accounting or bookkeeping, it's like, run away. Somebody else can take care of that.
Yeah.
No.
So there's a funny story behind it. It started out as a joke. Every class, I would tell my class that accounting is fun, guys. Come on. It's not math. Accounting is fun. I myself am intimidated by math. I will be one of the, I use a big old style school adding machine with the calculator tape that comes out of it. I still have one of those. I use it every day, like religiously. But it started out as a joke because I would tell all my students I was going to have t-shirts made that said, Chris says accounting is fun. And then on the back, it was going to say, it's not math. And I was just joking, but then I had students start saying, well, wait a minute, I will wear that. So so it's grown into a thing. I did not expect the results that we're getting. But the reason that I say it's not math is because in accounting, every transaction you do totals zero. So if you're intimidated by math, the hardest part about accounting is, knowing a debit versus a credit and understanding that a credit increases your liabilities, and a debit, there has to be an offset, another side to that. So if you credit a liability $1, you have to debit somewhere else $1. So the net total of that is zero. So that's why it's not math.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
because
you go.
1 plus 1 is 2.
Correct.
That's right.
And
Well,
this
That's
in
one, 1
accounting,
plus
it's
1
not.
is 0.
and
But in
just for the
accounting,
people,
My head is starting to hurt.
right? And just for the people in the audience, just to follow along, what Karla is doing is math.
that is
What am
true.
I doing? 1
1
plus
plus
1
1 is
is
2.
2.
Exactly. And like Chris says, it's not math.
It's not math.
So
That's a
tell us.
different perspective.
So, uh, Chris, tell us about your plans for the expo. I know you're going to be teaching a presentation there, so that's going to be great. But
I know I'm going
you've
to be
been,
teaching presentation.
yeah, you've been to many expos, and how do you feel about the upcoming expo? Let's hear
I'm
a little bit about
excited.
it. I am
I'm
too, actually.
excited. First time I'll ever spend my birthday in Vegas, just so you know.
That's
Um,
gonna be awesome.
so, but no, I'm actually really excited. I'm so excited to meet all of the students I've met virtually on Zoom. We
Yeah.
get in classes and I'm like, y'all are coming to the expo, right? Yeah, yeah. So find me. Because I want to see everybody. So come find me. Um,
Yes.
so, but the networking, the amount of information that I get from there, and every time I go to an expo, it gives me a rejuvenated passion for my shop. It really
Yep.
does that. And, I have been with Drive since 2003. So it's been a very long time that I've been with Drive, and I adore Drive. They have helped me so much I reached my first $1 million in 2021, which was amazing. So after everybody told me I couldn't with my tiny 3-bay shop, and Drive helped me get there. So I
So
just
great.
love being there, being present, talking to all the people, the networking, the vendor floor. There's nothing I don't like about the expo.
That's awesome. And of course, I always love the award show that we have, and I also like the party. We always Drive clients like to throw a nice big party, and we have one of those as well. So there's a lot to look forward to. Um, I want to take a little commercial break. Does everyone cool with that? I'm
Yeah.
gonna okay, cool. So I want to talk about Drive Facebook Live for Friday, July 18th. We're going to have Jack Carrera of My Car Center of San Antonio, Texas.
I know
And
Jack.
you know Jack?
I know Jack. He was in my classes.
There you go. And his coach, Roxanne, will be with us. So it'll be, and then of course, it's going to be Bill Escalillo guest hosting with me. Karla's not going to be with us next week, but Karla is definitely going to be with us at some point in the near future. So, but next week it's going to be Bill, and myself, Roxanne, and Jack. And that'll be the show. And then of course, we cannot forget that we have an expo coming up because that's what we've been talking about. But I do want to pinpoint the fact that it is going to be on Thursday, 18th, 19th, and 20th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of September. And it will be at the Westgate in Las Vegas. And guys, a lot of you guys who watch the show are already there. You're already registered. You're coming. But what I want to say is please, if you are actually registered, you're coming to the expo and you haven't gotten your hotel room yet, I'm going to urge you to do so now. Just get your rooms now because we have some blocks that are better priced than if you were just to call randomly. And you got to take advantage of those blocks because if we run out of those blocks, then you're going to be paying that higher price. So
Or you
please
might
go.
not, might not get a room, and then you're gonna have to put a tent outside the hotel or something.
Or sleep in your car, like whatever it takes, I've seen this at numerous expos. I've been going to expos since 2017, and I can tell you, I have had clients who waited, and then they ended up having to get a hotel room at another hotel, like 3 blocks down, and it just makes for like really bizarre logistical situations where you're waiting for a shuttle or get a room at the hotel. And besides, the Westgate is great. It's a great hotel. And so just get your room now, please. I can't emphasize that any more strongly. And that's the commercial break. So anything else you want to add, Chris? Because we have it looks like we have about 9 more minutes, so we're not done yet. So what else you want to talk about, Chris?
Just as a reminder that Chris is a master of shop management, and that's another thing at the expo that we have the master panel, the master of the
Yes.
shop management panel, which is a chance for everyone to ask questions of the clients that have just become masters, fresh out of the oven.
Exactly.
And
And I'll
that's a
tell you,
great panel.
Yes.
it
Sorry, Tony.
absolutely is. No. You're right, Chris. This is your show. So, and you've been on that panel,
Mhm.
and we've had some fun. We usually do that the morning after the awards dinner, and it's always great because then you have a full Q&A. The room is full, and all these shop owners have all kinds of great questions, and they get answered. And it really is. It's just an extraordinarily enlightening experience. And so I love that too. Thanks for reminding us of that, Karla. I hadn't thought about it in a while, but that's great. And then Chris, um, what is your certification level? It's Master of Shop Management, or is it sustained?
No, it's just master of shop management right now.
Okay, so then you're going to go for Master of Shop Management Elite,
In the
right?
future.
In the future.
Elite. Yeah.
Yep.
In the future, not this expo, but in the future, yes.
Right.
She's teaching a class. That's a lot. Come on.
Right. No. It's I'm no pressure. There's no pressure here. I'm not
Two
telling her she
classes of
has to
trying to
have
run
them.
a shop. Oh my God.
No, she the thing is, guy, you have to realize Chris contributes so much to Drive as an instructor, and she's always available for the training area and the events area. And so yeah, so I'm not putting any pressure on you about this.
No pressure. So Carolyn is reminding you that Westgate is where Elvis used to have famous shows.
So the Elvis has left the building. It's from the Westgate.
What was that?
That's the classic line. Elvis has left the building. He was in Vegas when.
That's right. That's where he had his famous shows. So
Elvis
you
has
can
left the building.
walk the steps that
So
Elvis
good.
Presley, by the way.
And
Just in
everybody
case
watching knows
anybody
who Elvis Presley is, right?
probably not.
He was he was he was a rock singer from the
Yes.
50s.
Yes. My mom's favorite.
Yeah.
The day he died, she was parked in the car and they announced it on the radio, and she almost hit the house because she went up over the curb. She was so upset. So
Wow. Yeah.
it was sad.
It was yeah, he's the king, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's what he is. Yeah,
It's
so
a good
anyway,
point. If everybody really knows, I don't know. It's a good question.
see, the
I'd like
older
to
I get,
know.
the weirder these things get for me. Like the idea that people don't know who Elvis is, I kind of understand, I get it, but I kind of go, wow, that tells you how old I am. You know, but Chris, you know who Elvis Presley is, right?
I do. Oh yeah.
Because you're gonna be celebrating your 21st birthday at the expo, right?
No, actually it's gonna be my 53rd. I'm not afraid to get old, so I'm good with being 53.
53 is a good age.
But I actually have Elvis ornaments that hang on my Christmas tree, and he sings.
Oh, he
On the
sings in
ornament?
your Christmas
Yeah,
tree?
the ornament sings. I think I have 4 or 5 of them, and they go on the Christmas tree, and I just randomly walk by and push buttons to make them sing.
Wow,
And you can get all 5 of them going at the same time, and you can hear all 5 different songs. It's pretty cool.
that is
That
cool.
is awesome. That is totally awesome.
I'm also the
Okay.
person that walks down the toy aisle and pushes all the buttons in the stores to see what they do.
Oh,
That
one
is,
of
That would
you
be
those.
get them
me.
all, you get them all going at the same time.
Yep.
That's right. So now let
Absolutely.
me ask you this. Are you the kind of person that goes into an elevator and pushes all the buttons on every, because
Oh,
that's
you
just
No.
not
better not.
okay.
No.
That's just
Oh,
not
that's
I do
okay.
not do that because I am all about getting from point A to point B as quickly as possible. So
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
That would be like,
That
you
that
don't do that.
that's just cruelty, is what that is.
So, Tony, what other workshops are gonna be at the expo?
Well, there is going to be a workshop on paperless that Dan Vasquez is going to deliver. So he's going to do a presentation, and he's another one of Drive's instructors, and then Deanna Cole, another one of Drive's instructors. They're both all 3 of these cats are shop owners. They're great, and I have others at Drive that are instructors and are shop owners. But these are the 3 that are going to be doing presentations. Chris is going to do her QuickBooks, and Dan Vasquez is going to do the paperless presentation on how to go paperless, and then Deanna Cole is going to deliver a workshop on leadership. So
and
those are,
Deanna is a wonderful leader. It's perfect for her. I love her. And Dan. Love them both.
yeah, it's you guys are just such a great team, and those are 3 workshops or presentations that are going to be fabulous. And then I'm just going to mention, was there anything else I wanted to mention about what's happening at the expo? I think that might be it. Oh, we have a workshop, Chris, a master workshop for Drive that you're going to start this coming Tuesday, correct? Which workshop is that?
I have to look it up, Tony.
Is this
Let me
the
give
one
you a
in?
hint. It's the bookkeeping workshop.
Well, okay, so
Running
how to effectively manage your bookkeeping area?
correct.
That starts on Tuesday
Exactly.
at
The-
8 a.m. Pacific time.
This
yep,
Tuesday? This coming Tuesday?
this coming
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yep.
Cool.
After I get through the weekend because I'm exhausted. So, and everybody in that class will learn that accounting is fun
And that it's not math.
and that it's not math.
It's not mad.
Well, that is awesome. So I'm looking forward to that workshop starting. So if you're a client and you have master workshops in your contract and you want to hang out with Chris and take that class, feel free to go to the client portal in the Drive apps and sign up for that workshop. We'd love to have you. If you're not a Drive client and you're interested in any of these workshops or services that we've been talking about, please go call Drive and talk to one of our account reps, and he'll talk you through how you can get into some of these services. So you can do that.
Super
Okay,
high
Chris.
recommend.
I just want to say something else about the QuickBooks workshop that you're gonna do at the expo, and it's that we never have done QuickBooks before. We never delve into that area, and a lot of people ask about it. And I think this is gonna be very cool because, you know, this is you have the experience, and I'm sure you're going to make it really easy and give them the tricks so that, you know, they are willing to take the launch and the plunge. And
I try as hard as I can to make it as fun as I can. I personally think my classes are fun, but I'm biased, so there's that. I have, some of my students, they think I'm full of baloney, but my other students don't. So, but all in all, we have a great time in class. We really do.
Yeah, your classes
so
are fun, Chris. Your classes are very fun,
I
and
mean,
that
most accountants are really dry, really dry. Like they tell really bad jokes, but I'm not just an accountant, so
there you go. Yes, it's like the
you're an accountant with a flair. The flair.
yes,
that's
it's
right.
like it's
And a
like
wrench.
And a wrench.
With a flare and with a
that's
wrench.
with a wrench, exactly. Okay, great. So I guess we were kind of we're up against it. Karla, it's been wonderful having you on the show as a guest host.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Having Chris here has been great. You're one of my favorite people in the world, Chris. Thank you for being here. We're gonna call this. We're gonna, like we say in the biz, we're gonna put this one in the can. So we are done. Uh, so until next time, have a great week, everybody.
Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye.
Okay. See
Accounting
you.
is fun. Don't forget.